Number 28 says the profit of a company in dollars is the difference between the company's revenue and cost. Makes sense, right? Revenue is the amount you get for selling something. The cost is how much it costs you. And if you subtract the two, you get your profit. Awesome. Cost is given by a function, cost function. The revenue is given by R of X, revenue function. X represents the number of items that you produced and sold. So your cost is figured up by this function. And that kind of makes sense, right? The more you produce, the different amount it would cost. Sometimes it costs less if you make more of them. Sometimes it costs more if you make more of them. I mean, it just depends on what you're doing. And then the revenue can change. You change your price probably on how many you sell. All right, so there's a function that tells you what your revenue is. So we want to find the maximum profit. So how do you find profit here? Your profit function should be revenue minus your cost. So if I take my revenue function and I subtract that away from my cost function, I'll get my profit function. 810x minus x squared. That negative would go to both those values. And I'm going to simplify that a bit. This guy and this guy would go together. So your profit function winds up looking like negative x squared. 810 minus, it'd be 800 minus 60, it'd be 740. Minus 2200. Okay, so we want to find the maximum. It asks what is the maximum profit. So I'm going to find the vertex. Now, if I find the vertex here, I want to find the x coordinate of this right here. The x stands for the number of units sold. So just keep that in mind. So negative b over 2a, negative 740 over 2 times a, which is negative 1. So 740 divided by 2. They're both negative, but they would cancel. So 740 divided by 2 would be 370. 740 divided by 2. Yeah. Now this is your x coordinate of the vertex, and that x coordinate stands for the number of units sold. It doesn't ask for the number of units sold. Oh, yeah, it does in part B. Determine the number of items that must be produced and sold to obtain the maximum profit. I actually found the answer to part B because the x coordinate, the x value is what I'm finding here. To find the actual profit, you plug it back in. 370 units sold provides that maximum profit. So if I plug that back in, get negative 370 squared, which I don't even know why I put a negative. Yeah, the negative's in front of that, right? The negative's in front of the x squared, so I'm going to put the negative in front, so it'll be negative. Okay, so I'm going to type this in. Negative parentheses 370 squared plus 740 times 370 minus 2200, 134,700. That would be, I guess, in dollars. Does it say what it is? I'm assuming, yeah, it says right here, profit in dollars. So this is in dollars. So I'll put a little dollar sign there. This is the profit on 370 units sold. This is part A. I'm sorry, this is part B, and this is part A. Yeah, tricky, huh? Tricky, tricky, tricky.